sinners naked in a garden. He has shed his innocence. He has betrayed his belonging as he runs from the garden, as he runs away from Jesus. When Adam and Eve were naked in the garden, what did God do? He came to find them. Like a strong and tender father, he called out to them, "Where are you?" And he promised them that he would send his son. Genesis 3:15, which the church calls the first gospel, God says to the serpent who lied to his beloved children, "I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your offspring and hers. He will strike at your head while you strike at his heel." This is the day when Jesus will strike the head of the serpent who lies to us, who brings sin into the world, who brings corruption into the world. But it is not only the serpent who brings sin. We cooperate with our freedom. Even if I always fall short, St. Paul says, who will save me from this division, from this sin? Only Jesus Christ. Sin isolates us. It leaves us alone. It makes me lamented over all of us, stripped naked by our sin. He said, I tell you, you will not see me again until you say, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. As we continue on this way of the cross, let us say, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the beloved Son who walks the way of suffering with his Father in order to save us, in order to reveal to us the love that saves us. Let us humbly accept God's help. Let us admit that we need him. Let us come out of the dark hiding place of our sin to the Father who is calling to us. Where are you? Isaiah prophesied that the Father sent his Son to bring prisoners from confinement.
They led Jesus away to the high priest, and all the chief priests and elders and the scribes came together. Peter followed him at a distance into the high priest's courtyard and was seated with the guards, warming himself at the fire. The chief priest and the entire Sanhedrin kept trying to obtain testimony against Jesus in order to put him to death, but they found none. Many gave false witness against him, but their testimony did not agree. Some took the stand and testified falsely against him, alleging, "We heard him say, 'I will destroy this temple made with hands, and within 3 days I will build another one not made with hands.' Even so, their testimony did not agree. The high priest rose before the assembly and questioned Jesus, saying, 'Have you no answer?' And released Barabbas for them instead. Pilate again said to them in reply, 'Then what do you want me to do with the man you call the King of the Jews?' They shouted again, 'Crucify him.' Pilate said to them, 'Why? What evil has he done?' They only shouted the louder, 'Crucify him.' So Pilate, wishing to satisfy the crowd, released Barabbas to them, and after he had Jesus scourged, handed him over to be crucified.
The sweat of death runs in his eyes. He walks under the cross toward his last day. And what is there that is beautiful to see here? Tell us, Son of Man, the eye of a blind man. The rock of this country is like the heart of the king. The tree of this country is a torture pole for you, love, Son of Heaven. He broke the bread.
Going to the fourth station.
She wept.
Fourth station can be found on page 13.
Amen.
their promise is empty, and their belief is hollow. It is because Jesus is the Son of God that he does not come down from the cross. Jesus is revealing that God is love. St. John, who stood at the foot of the cross, would write to us that God is love, because love is what he saw happening on the cross that day. He saw a man praying to his Father, a man praying for his tormentors, a man forgiving those who arranged his execution as he is dying.
Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Station can be found on page 16. tomb becomes the epicenter of fatherly love, of life-giving fatherly love. And when Mary Magdalene and the other women go to the tomb on Easter morning, they see a mysterious young man, clothed in a white robe, sitting there with peaceful assurance, sitting there with calm authority, and proclaiming the tomb is empty because he's not here, because he lives. Remember that young man? We talked about him on the bridge in between helicopter noise. That young man who ran out of the garden naked. And here he is, after the death and resurrection, sitting fully clothed, fully in peace. Don't be afraid of the empty tomb. He lives, and you will see him. Who is that young man? That young man is every sinner